Hi everyone, I'm Tutor Frank, and today we'll be looking at probability. Okay, so I said here probability can be defined as the likelihood of an event happening. The likelihood of an event happening. So probability is a mass of chance. Okay, used to describe how likely an event is going to happen. So probability is just a fancy word that we use in mathematics to describe how likely something is going to happen. Now I said, thus, if an event cannot happen, the probability is what? 0. So if we have an event that cannot happen, it is impossible for it to occur, the probability is equal to 0. Take for instance, if I ask you what's the probability of a man giving birth to twins, now that is not going to happen even in the next world, okay? So the probability is equal to 0. Now, if it is certain to happen, the probability is 1. So if, for instance, today is Monday, and I said, what's the probability that tomorrow is Tuesday? And that is something that is certain. So the probability is equal to 1. So we see that probability lies within the range of 0 and 1. Okay, now there's a formula we use in calculating probability in mathematics. Now the formula is probability equals number of favorable results over total number of possible results. Number of favorable results, by that we mean the results that favor the required probability, the probability that is required of us in the question, the results that favor the probability over the total number of possible results. So this is the formula we use in calculating probability in mathematics. Now let's take a question just for this class to drive home our point. Now look at this. A prediction game simulates the next English Premier League season using 6 slips. 2 slips for Man City, 1 slip each for Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester United. Now, 2 slips are drawn, look at that, 2 slips are drawn one after another without replacement. 2 slips are drawn one after another without replacement. And the question is, what is the probability that Chelsea finishes second after Man City is picked first? Okay, now let's solve this together. Follow me. Okay, now let's solve the question. Now the first thing we need to do here is to bring out the total number of slips. That's the total sample. Now in this case, we are told that a prediction game simulates the next English Premier League season using 6 slips. So the total is equal to what? 6. Okay, so the total slips or the total sample or the total number of results from the formula we gave just now equals 6. Now we see 2 slips for Manchester City. So Manchester City is equal to 2. So the number of favorable results for Man City is 2. Now 1 slip each for Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester United. And what that means is that the favorable results for each of them is equal to 1. So the favorable result for Chelsea is 1. Favorable result for Arsenal is 1. Favorable result for Liverpool is 1. Favorable result for Manchester United is equal to what? 1. Now, let's look at the question. 2 slips are drawn one after another without replacement. Now, in probability, there's what we call with replacement and without replacement. Now, with replacement means when you pick, then you replace it again before picking the next. But without replacement means when you pick, you don't put it back when you are picking the next one. So what happens is that when you are picking the next one, there is a reduction in the total. So let's assume the total was 4. If you pick without replacement, if you are picking the next, the total is going to be 3. Now they said 2 slips are drawn one after another without replacement. What is the probability that Chelsea finishes second after Man City is picked first? So what this means is that the probability of picking Manchester City first and picking Chelsea second. So this question becomes probability of Man City first, picking Man City first, and probability of picking Chelsea second. Alright? Now, let's look at probability of picking Man City first. Now, probability of picking Man City first become what? The number of favorable results for Man City over the total number of results. Remember what we said? Favorable over total. Now, what's the favorable for Man City? Which is 2. What's the total? Which is 6. Okay? And, now, and in probability simply means multiplication. Okay? Take note of that. Or is addition and is multiplication. So, picking Chelsea second, remember I said without replacement. Now, if I have picked Man City first and I have 6 total, 1 away from 6, I'm left with 5. So the total for Chelsea will be 5. Now, what's the favorable result for Chelsea? 1. So favorable 1 over total, which is 5. Okay? Now, 2 into 6 is 3. Okay? So let's multiply the numerator 1 times 1, that gives us 1. Over denominator 3 times 5, that gives us 15. So therefore means that the probability that Chelsea finishes second after Man City is picked first is equal to 1 over 15. Bye.